Hey everyone, we have something very special to share with you in this video. We're here at Free Spirit Spheres near Qualicum Beach in BC, Canada, and we're going to show you these beautiful handcrafted hanging sphere shelters. They're built by a creative engineering and artistic genius that we just met. His name is Tom, and he's been building these spheres for over 20 years now. He started off building them in wood, and it took thousands of hours, so now he actually makes them in fiberglass. There's a couple that we're going to show you. This one's Melody, and there's also another one called Erin. Every single piece of these spheres was crafted by Tom. Everything from sculpting and casting his own bronze window hinges to building and carving his own furniture, everything is beautiful and handmade. So let's go take a look inside. The first thing you notice when you step in here is obviously that you're standing inside of a giant sphere. It's pretty incredible. It's pretty rare to be standing in a circular structure like this. The second thing you notice is that the sphere is suspended, and so you can feel it when you're walking around. There's definitely some bounce in here. It's hanging in the trees, and you can see when you look out the window that you're just kind of dangling here like a pine cone in a tree, which is kind of an exciting feeling. I'm usually afraid of heights, but this actually just feels really neat. It's surprising how functional and spacious this sphere feels, even though it is such a tiny space. So the first thing that we'll look at are the two benches. So there's a couple of sitting areas right here, right next to the nice dome windows. And these are some of the sculpted bronze window hinges that I was talking about. So Tom actually sculpts these out of wood and then casts them into bronze. And they're just beautiful, and then he carves them with runes. And the hinges allow you to open these dome windows so that you get a little bit of air circulation in here, which is really nice. This beautiful piece of sculpted wooden furniture is super multifunctional. So first, there's two tables that fold down out of the wall, and then there's a mirror behind each one. So there's one here, you can see how it just folds up like this, and it latches in place like that. And then you just clip the leg in. So there's another one of those right here. So two tables can come down so that people sitting at both benches can use them. And then this is actually also where the bed is hidden. So to put the bed down, you have to fold out the legs. There's two legs here, and then there's another one tucked behind here. Like that. And then we can pull this whole thing down. And there's a nice double bed in here. The bedding kind of hides in behind. And then there's another window back there. There's some storage up here and some nice little cubby holes right there for speakers and glasses and things like that. Because this space is so small, it's mostly for hanging out and sleeping in, but there is a shared kitchen and there's an outhouse just down the path. There are a couple of little conveniences in here that would make it a lot more comfortable. So there's a little sink under here, a jug of water, a space for your coffee grounds, and there's a little drawer here for the garbage. And then over here there's a space with an electric kettle and a coffee maker, and some dishes and cutlery and some games. This sphere is insulated, so there is a little electric heater down here so that people can stay in it all year round. One of my favorite things about the spheres is something that is seemingly simple, but it's actually really, really unique. It's the door. So if you take a look over here, the door handles on both sides were sculpted and cast in bronze. And the way that you open and close this door is you turn this handle like this, and you can see this mechanism here. It's a 4-point locking system. So there's these little latches on either side of the door and then on the top and the bottom. So when you turn the handle, it opens all 4 latches instead of just one like you would see on a typical door. And then you can lock it in place like that. The first sphere we saw was Melody, and now we're going to check out a second one. This one's called Erin. This is one of the earlier models that was made with wood, and it's absolutely beautiful. I don't know that I've ever seen a structure made with wood that must have taken so many hours and so much time and effort to place each strip of wood so perfectly to make this beautiful sphere. Let's go take a look inside this one. it sleeps 3. So there's one bed right here. You climb up on this one to hop up into the loft. There's another bed up there. And then there's a little sitting area right here. So it's nice and simple. It's cozy. There's a sink here with some water. There's some extra water taps here, and there's actually a little mini fridge in here. Garbage and compost, which I always love to see. And some nice big storage drawers here. And what they do here is they put these covers on them so you can hang out on them during the day without getting your bedding dirty. But then you can just peel them back and the bed is made underneath, which is really nice. Because the spheres are hanging from trees, it makes it really difficult to power them. So these are electrical because that's the easiest way to get electricity here. There would have been challenges with any kind of propane or wood stove set up in here. So they just kept it simple with electricity. There's lots of clever storage areas in here. I guess having the round space means that there's often a little bit of a rounded storage area behind your straight walls. So there's cupboards in here, up there. There's even cupboards down here under the floor for some shoe storage. There's some up here with some dishes and stuff to make coffee. And I just noticed that there's a book up here called The Builders of the Pacific Coast by Lloyd Kahn. And this is one of my 2 favorite books. The other one was Homework. And these are the books that I brought Matt home to see on our very first date. And so it's really neat 10 years later to be in one of the spheres that was featured in this book. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed touring Tom's Free Spirit Spheres as much as we did. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook to find out when new videos come out, and subscribe to our channel to see more videos like this.